Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to my channel. The exercises that I'm going to share with you today target the glutes and the hip rotators. The glutes are a very important part of your core. They help to stabilize your pelvis as you are standing, walking, or running. These muscles are often overlooked because we tend to strengthen the abdominals as a very important part of the core, but we need to balance the front side and the back side of our bodies. So the glutes again and the hamstrings and the hip rotators are very important muscles to help with the proper function of your hips. So let's begin. We're going to start laying on your back. We're going to do this exercise called hip rolls, which is often used as a warm-up exercise in Pilates. With your hands long on the sides of your body, your feet heavy on the mat, bring the weight towards your heels and the heels slightly close to your sit bones. From a neutral pelvis, you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, think of activating your deep abdominals and shortening the distance between your ribs and your hips. That way you lengthen the lower back on the mat, and from there we're going to activate your glutes and start lifting the pelvis from the mat one bone at a time, all the way up until you feel there is a long line between the shoulders and the knees. Inhale here. Let's do 5 breaths. Exhale gently through your lips. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale through your nose, keeping the pelvis level and very stable up in the air. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, blowing candles, making sure you're not arching your lower back, so you need to keep your abdominals engaged. And 1 more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Start rolling down from the sternum, scooping your belly. Your mid back touches the mat, then your lower back, and last, your tailbone. Let's do 2 more. Inhale again, keeping the weight on your heels. Exhale, you tuck the tailbone slightly, and then start articulating off the mat, 1 bone at a time. Feel the knees wanting to touch the front wall. Feel the opening in the front of the hip, and keep the abdominals engaged to avoid arching your back. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, keeping the collarbone wide. Good. 1 more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Melt the spine down from the sternum, keeping the shoulders very stable on the mat. Scooping your belly all the way down towards your tailbone. 1 more time. Inhale again. Keep your shoulders very stable on the mat, arms long. Articulate your spine off the mat, activating glutes and hamstrings to lift the pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, pressing your heels on the mat gently to keep that connection through the back of your legs towards your glutes. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Start again from the sternum, 1 bone at a time, bringing your pelvis down towards the mat. Good. The next exercise is also a pelvic lift, but without articulation. So inhale first, exhale, lift the pelvis off the mat, and we're going to focus on supporting the weight on your left leg. Inhale to bring the right leg up in the air. Make sure you keep your pelvis leveled, and we pulse. Inhale, lower the hips halfway down. Exhale, push. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift, keeping the abdominals engaged and obviously keeping your glutes engaged, especially the supporting glute here. 1 more time, lift and lower. Bring the leg long up to the ceiling. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. If you have tight hamstrings, you can just keep the knee bent, doing this pelvic lift. Bring the leg down and change to the other side. So now we transfer the weight towards the right leg, right glute. But we keep the awareness of maintaining the hips very level and the pelvis very stable. Again, you are activating your abdominals so you don't arch your lower back. Inhale to lift the leg off the mat and lower the hip. Exhale, lift. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the leg up to the ceiling and 5 more. Pointing your toes. 1, exhale. 2, making sure you don't drop the hip on the side of the leg that is pointing up to the ceiling. Good. 1 more. Bend the knee. Bring the leg down. Inhale again and exhale. Bring the pelvis down to the mat. Let's do a quick stretch for the glutes before we change position. So you are going to cross your right leg on top of the left leg. Flex your ankle. Lift the left leg from the mat. Holding with your hands the back of your thigh and gently inhale here. As you exhale, pull in your leg towards your chest and feel the stretch through the back of the leg and the glutes on your right side. And if you go deeper, you can feel it all through your lower back. And 3 breaths here, deeply through your nose, exhaling through your lips. Inhale again, keeping the collarbone wide. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. And switch legs. Exhale. Pull your right leg in towards your chest as far as it is comfortable to feel the stretch. Flexing the left ankle. Also, you can flex the right ankle. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. Bring the leg down. Both legs down. And carefully turn on your side. So for this exercise, side leg lift, you are going to support your head on your arm. You may use a block or a roll-up towel. And you're going to have your legs in an angle towards the corner of the mat. Make sure your shoulders are in line with each other so you're not collapsing on the mat on your side. And the hips are in line with each other. Bend the knees. The knees are going to be in line, one on top of the other, and your feet are going to stick together. So we're going to focus on rotating the leg, lifting the knee up, working the rotators of the hip and the glutes as well. Inhale down, exhale, lift. The idea is to keep the pelvis very stable. The pelvis is not rocking back and forth. We're isolating the move of the leg. Inhale down, exhale, open like a book and come back. 5 more. Alignment of your spine all the way from the head to the tailbone and isolating the movement from the hip. Good. 2 more. Imagine you have a glass of water here on this side of your hip and you don't want to spill it. And come back. Good. Now you're going to extend the top leg into the diagonal and you're going to do flexion of the heel. Then you're going to bend the knee and extend, flexing the ankle. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. 2 more. Inhale, bend, focusing on activation of the glutes here, keeping the leg in line with your hip at hip height. Keep the leg long, and we're going to do very small circles. 5, 4, keeping the ankle flexed and keeping the leg at hip height. 2, 1, and then reverse. 5, very stable on the hip. 4, very small circles. 3, 2, and 1. Stop and bend the knee. Now we change to the other side. Support your head. Make sure you are in an angle towards the corner of the mat. Make sure your side is not collapsing on the mat. Shoulders are in alignment, hip in alignment. Bend the knees. You can use your top hand to support in front of your chest. Keep the collarbone wide. Inhale here, exhale, open the leg, the top leg like a book. Inhale, close. Again, maintaining very stable your pelvis without rocking back or forward. Very nice. And 5. Let's do 5 more. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale, close, exhale, open. Good. 3 more. Abdominals are engaged. Glutes engaged. 2 more. Feet stay together. 1 more. Now extend the leg, flex the ankle, and then bend the knee and extend. Keeping the leg at hip height. 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. Keep the leg straight and do the small circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee and bring the leg down. So you can do more than 5. You can build up to 10 circles and add more repetitions as you feel stronger. And also you are going to incorporate these exercises in your daily exercise routine, not necessarily doing all of them in a sequence, but balancing with other exercises. This is a guide to give you ideas to add exercises for your glutes and your hip rotators. So now let's go down on your stomach. You're going to place your hands under your forehead. You can also use a block or a roll-up towel or a cushion if it's more comfortable to support your head. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Your shoulder blades are going in towards the spine and down. And you keep your legs long, pointing your toes. We're going to do the single leg extension, and then we're going to add up other exercises. So you're going to focus on the pubic bone heavy on the mat, your belly bottom off the mat, so your abdominals are engaged, your pelvis is very stable. Inhale here, exhale, you lift the right leg off the mat, long leg, using your glutes to lift and lengthen that leg, and come back down. Exhale, left leg, lift, inhale, come back down, exhale, right leg, lift and lengthen, pointing your toes, come back down, lifting from the glutes, and come back down. 2 more each side, lift and come back down. Left side again, keeping the shoulders away from the ears and keeping your belly bottom in. 1 more on the left side and come down. Now bring your leg together if it's comfortable. Inhale here, exhale, you are lifting both legs off the mat. You can also use a towel or a thin cushion under your pelvis if it's more comfortable, to support if you have any tension in your lower back. We want to focus on the glutes. We want to keep the abdominals engaged, and we want to keep the pelvis very stable and the pubic bone heavy on the mat. All that to avoid using the lower back muscles to do this exercise. We're using the glutes and the hamstrings to lift and lengthen both legs off the mat. One more time. Lift and lower. I recommend that you do stretch here, child pose. Stretch your back for a few seconds. Inhaling deeply through your nose, exhaling through your lips. Inhale again and exhale. One more time. Exhale. Come back on your stomach. We're going to do another exercise that is called the double leg kick. It's an intermediate exercise. So we have the head hovering on the mat. Your hands are behind your back and your legs are together. Long legs. Again, pubic bone is heavy on the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees in 3 breaths. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, open the legs from your hips, reach your hands back and extend your spine, your upper back. Exhale, close the legs and turn the head to the opposite side. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach the legs out and reach your fingers towards your toes. Open the collarbone, keep the belly button in towards the spine. Close the legs and come back to the mat. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale again, opening the chest, reaching the sternum. Come back as you exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale again, activating glutes, all your back muscles. And come back, closing the legs. Exhale, exhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale, close the legs and kick. 2. And exhale. Come back down to the mat. Bring the hands towards your shoulders and come back to a child pose. Breathe in deeply through your nose, exhaling through your lips. 2 more breaths. Come on hands and knees. Quick stretch for the spine. We're going to do the cat stretch. Inhale here, pushing the mat away. Exhale, drop the tailbone, round your spine, scoop your belly and reach the back towards the ceiling as you reach the top of the head towards the mat, pointing towards the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen from your tailbone, sticking out your sit bones, extending your spine in a smooth way, keeping the abdominals engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the tailbone again. Feel the stretch through the lower back. Belly button in, top of the head towards the mat. Inhale here, pushing the mat away, stretching your back. Exhale, articulate your spine into extension one more time. Abdominals are engaged to support your back. Reaching top of the head away from the tailbone and come back to the neutral position. The neutral position is the long line between the tailbone and the top of the head. You're pushing the mat away so you're not sinking in the shoulders. Keep those abdominals engaged, and now we're going to lift one leg at a time to work the glutes again. So we're going to inhale, reach the right leg off the mat, the thigh in line parallel to the floor, and we keep 90-degree angle at the knee, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. From here, the glutes work to extend the leg into the diagonal and inhale, bend. Exhale, extend, activating the glutes and the hamstrings. Inhale, bend. 3 more, keeping the pelvis square to the mat. Keeping the spine very long, the neck very long. Your gaze stays down towards the mat. One more. And keep the knee bent. And we do small pulses, 5 pulses, up towards the ceiling and come back. Opening the front of the hip, activating the glutes. The glutes here are the ones creating this move. It's a small range, but it's very localized at the glutes. 3, keeping the weight, your weight in the center of your body. 4, and 5. Bend the knee, come back to the mat. And let's do the left side. Inhale, reach the leg off the mat. Make sure it is parallel, the thigh parallel to the floor, and the knee at a 90-degree angle. And from here, inhale, exhale to extend. Inhale to bend. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Again, making sure you are not sinking at the shoulders and that your neck is long. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the knee bent, and from here, pulses up towards the ceiling, keeping the pelvis square towards the mat. 3, 4, and 5. Bring the leg down. From here, come back to a child pose. Stretching your back all the way from your tailbone. Tailbone is heavy, so your lower back is stretching and all the way through your shoulders. Come up. Let's do another stretch here with your right leg in front of you, lengthening your spine. Your tailbone is heavy, so you're thinking of slightly tucking the tailbone under to feel the stretch through the front of the hip and activating your glutes. Breathe 1, 2, and 3. Change legs. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Tailbone is heavy, pointing down towards the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Good. We're going to sit with our legs long, and we're going to finish with a back stretch called spine stretch forward. Keep your hands in the center between your legs. Legs are long, toes pointing to the ceiling, so your heels are heavy on the mat. If you need to sit on a cushion or a block to lift yourself off the ground to help your spine lengthen a little bit more, you can also slightly bend your knees if you feel tightness in the back of your legs. The idea is to lengthen your spine all the way to the ceiling when you are sitting here, and focus on articulating and stretching the spine as we walk the hands forward. Inhale here deeply through your nose. Exhale, drop the chin, round your spine, scoop your belly, keep your abdominals engaged. The top of the head is going forward as your abs are going back. Your hands are walking on the mat and you feel the stretch all the way through your back. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands back, stack up your spine from the base all the way to the top of the head. Keep the knees straight if that helps to feel more the stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale again. Exhale, drop the chin. Bring your ribs in, belly button in, and start articulating your spine, flexing forward, walking your hands away from your body as far as you can to maximize the stretch, keeping those abdominals engaged, belly button in. Inhale here. Exhale as you stack up your spine. Abdominals are working to help the spine come all the way up, reaching the head towards the ceiling. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the chin, and walk your hands forward as you round your spine, belly button in, reaching as far as you can. Feel the stretch all the way through your spine and the back of your legs. Heels are heavy. Inhale here. Exhale. Walk your hands back, stacking up your spine from the base all the way to the top of your head. Inhale again, deeply, exhale. And I hope you enjoyed this series. Again, you don't need to do the exercises all in a row. You can use them as ideas to incorporate in your exercise routine and balance with other exercises. I hope you like my video. If you do, leave me a comment or a like and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.